High cortisol is often called the silent body shaper, and unfortunately, it doesn't shape us in a way that supports our health or our longevity. You might know cortisol as your body's main stress hormone. In small bursts, it is essential for survival. It is what helped our ancestors outrun danger. But when cortisol stays elevated for too long, especially as we move into our 60s and 70s, it becomes a destructive force. It can wear down your muscles, thin your skin, and steal your sleep. Today, we are going to look at the 12 warning signs that your cortisol is too high, the difference between everyday stress and a deeper medical issue, and exactly what you can do to bring your levels back into balance. The first sign is something often referred to as a moon face. This is a specific type of rounded puffiness that makes the face look unusually full. It happens because high cortisol shifts where your body stores fat, moving it toward the face, neck, and upper trunk. This is different from the occasional puffiness you might see after a salty meal. It is a persistent structural change. Along with this, you might notice a buffalo hump, which is a small accumulation of fat at the base of the neck or upper back. These aren't just cosmetic changes, they are your body's way of showing that your metabolic signals are crossing. Another visible sign involves changes in your skin. Have you noticed wide, purplish stretch marks on your abdomen or thighs? Or perhaps you've noticed that you are bruising much more easily than you used to. High cortisol actually weakens the collagen in your skin and thins the blood vessels. Even a minor bump against a table can result in a large, dark bruise. This thinning of the skin is a direct reflection of the internal breakdown occurring within your connective tissues. One of the most frustrating signs for many seniors is central obesity. This is weight gain specifically around the midsection and internal organs, often accompanied by surprisingly thin arms and legs. This happens because cortisol is a catabolic hormone, which means it breaks things down. While it builds fat in the belly, it breaks down the muscle in your limbs. You might find it harder to climb stairs or stand up from a low chair. It isn't necessarily pain holding you back, but a literal loss of muscle power. This muscle wasting is one of the most significant threats to your independence as you age. Then there is the issue of sleep. Cortisol is supposed to follow a natural rhythm. It should be high in the morning to wake you up and drop significantly at night to let you rest. When this rhythm is broken, you experience a tired but wired feeling. You might struggle to fall asleep or find yourself waking up at 3 in the morning with a racing mind. This lack of restorative sleep creates a vicious cycle as poor sleep further raises your cortisol levels the following day. Beyond sleep, high cortisol impacts your outward appearance and your inner defense systems. It can lead to thinning hair on the scalp or, paradoxically, adult acne and oily skin, even if you haven't had a breakout in decades. Internally, it raises your blood pressure by making your body retain sodium and increasing tension in your blood vessels. Perhaps most importantly for your long-term health, it suppresses your immune system. If you find that you're catching every cold that goes around, or that small cuts and scrapes take longer to heal, your cortisol may be keeping your body's repair crew from doing its job. We must also talk about the emotional signs. High cortisol affects the brain chemicals that regulate your mood. You might feel a constant sense of anxiety, a short fuse with irritability, or even a strange sense of emotional numbness, as if you are flat and disconnected from the world. Many people blame these feelings on their circumstances, but often it is a hormonal storm happening under the surface. So, what causes this? Sometimes it is medical. Long-term use of certain medications, often prescribed for inflammation or joint pain, can mimic these symptoms. However, for many of us, it is physiologic elevation, which is a way of saying our lifestyle is keeping us in a state of chronic alarm. Chronic pain, untreated sleep issues, and constant mental worry all keep the cortisol faucet turned on. The good news is that cortisol is measurable, treatable, and in many cases reversible. If you suspect your levels are high, the first place to start is your sleep hygiene. Your body resets its hormones between 7 and 9 hours of quality rest. Try to go to bed at the same time every night and keep screens out of the bedroom. The blue light from a phone tells your brain it's morning, triggering a fresh spike of cortisol just when you need it to drop. Mental rest is just as vital. You don't need to be a meditation expert. Simple deep breathing or 5 minutes of quiet stretching tells your nervous system that the danger has passed. When your body feels safe, it naturally begins to lower its stress hormones. Your diet also plays a role. Skipping meals or eating high-sugar snacks causes your blood sugar to swing wildly, which forces the body to release cortisol to stabilize itself. Focus on protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your internal environment steady. Finally, we must find a balance in our physical activity. While we advocate for movement, too much intense exercise without recovery can actually backfire. If you are already stressed, a grueling workout is just another stressor to your body. Mix in lighter activities like walking, yoga, or swimming. These movements provide the benefits of exercise without pushing your cortisol through the roof. Your body is an incredible, self-regulating system that always wants to return to balance. By recognizing these 12 signs, you are taking the first step toward reclaiming your health. If you've noticed these changes in yourself, don't ignore them. Listen to what your body is. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might be struggling with these same signs. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based tips on staying strong and independent. We are here to support you every step of the way. Thank you for watching and stay well.